viral hip-hop revolution.
Ridiculous argument.
No, it's not. And everyone just starts yelling at me and doesn't let me make my point.
You're the yeller.
No, not in this case. Well, I get when you get
He's
double.
the yeller.
I do. I yell when I get double and triple teamed. So I start.
Pause.
You start.
Whoa,
hey.
that makes you
Now you're
squeal,
just
huh?
being
That makes you
immature.
squeal?
Now you're just being immature.
Guys, relax.
You can't say that Kendrick surpassed Drake right now. You can say that Kendrick is hotter than Drake right
Well,
now,
that's
but
a
once
fact.
you use the word surpass, you either surpassed or you didn't.
Let me just say one thing. Well, listen to me, world. If there's a race that's been happening, right?
There is.
And there is. There is a real competition between Drake and Kendrick that has existed. Even though
by the way, that's for the tier under Hove, Kanye. That's for that new generational God MC title.
Jay and Kanye don't matter. And by the way, Jay's always past Kanye, and Kanye's never catching him. That's over. That one's already done. It's in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Jay was first. Kanye's in a different place.
And by the way, Kanye's run was more of against 50 and that.
Yes,
that was
he won that one.
thing.
Exactly,
yes.
and he won. That's gone. Drake and Kendrick has been a long-running feud, subtly, underneath everything. And my point is, even though Ebro and I did always say, and we would tell this to people, that there was no need for it to exist because they operate in two different worlds and they can both coexist and win.
But now that Kendrick is getting radio play.
Exactly. So hold on. So what I was going to say was, in this moment, and there are a few things that led me to saying this, if you look at their race and you're watching the monitor of them on a track, Kendrick has, like the tortoise, has like been slowly.
Tortoise always wins the race.
And now he is at least even with Drake in this moment. I believe that's what I mean when I say this moment. I'm not saying he's completely surpassed him.
What do you mean even?
Like he's now, when
in this moment right now, Kendrick's got the crown. Kendrick is the hottest rapper right now, period, in discussion.
Right.
I don't care what nobody says.
Yes. Right now, that's how I feel. Now, and that, as a result, now has Drake looking over his shoulder over and over again. Like, yo, am I about to not be the hottest guy anymore? Is that? And I didn't think that was possible because Kendrick makes that nerd rap and I make all these club hits, and somehow Kendrick's nerd rap is now turning into what the sound of radio is. That could change everything.
Well, we discussed this weeks ago when I said Kendrick has changed the sound of rap again and forever.
So why are you resisting my claim?
Because of I didn't really resist. I didn't like the term surpass because I feel like that's a middle road kind of debate. Like you can't say surpass right now. You got to say Kendrick has surpassed Drake, and that's the statement, or he hasn't. Or Kendrick is hotter than Drake, or he's not.
Okay.
Like I don't feel like.
How about this?
You can't nuance the surpass.
How about
surpass
Kendrick?
is one of those things that's either happening or it ain't.
How about Kendrick is definitively hotter than Drake in the moment?
Oh yeah, no question.
And
that's fine.
And if another album cycle comes out in which this happens again, I believe Kendrick will have surpassed Drake.
Okay.
He's in a position to surpass Drake, which I didn't think he would ever be. I didn't think he would be in a position to ever surpass Drake.
And you're saying specifically in the mainstream.
Yes.
Because we've always had combos about bars.
No. That's whatever. But the fact that you see him on his arena tour and it's sold out 20,000 a night, and he has song after song after song now that people know, and his body of work is as good as it is. No one, maybe even Cass One, the world's biggest Drake fan, I don't think he would argue that Drake's albums are as good as Kendrick's, right? I don't think anyone would ever argue that. Exactly, but no other sane person would. And because Drake's albums aren't as good as Kendrick's.
Wow.
Take Care is a great album. Take Care is a great album. No. He's got a couple.
I don't think any of Drake's albums match any of Kendrick's 4 albums. Right. Oh, top 10 albums, 1 through 4 Kendrick, and then Drake's albums start.
Yeah, you're just trying to start a different.
No, I'm not.
You're trying to start a different, nuanced argument. Kendrick is hotter than Drake. We could say that.
Okay,
right
good.
now.
Everybody can agree with that right now. Now, the thing that gives Drake a feather in his cap is Drake has done these arena tours multiple times.
Yeah.
So if we're going to use that as a part of the conversation, Kendrick is doing it now, and he's done festivals.
He's just getting there. He's the tortoise. He's the tortoise.
So, yes, that'll take another turn. The thing that makes it most poignant to me is they both put out projects within the last 3 months, 4 months. Mm-hmm. Damn's been out, 2 months?
3 months.
And
April, May, June, July. 3 months.
Drake's Playlist project.
That's an album.
That's an album, whatever.
That's an album.
But that's also been out, 6 months?
Not even.
Nah, close to 6 months, I'd say. Maybe more. Check the date.
But anyway, they're in the same year, around the same time, touring. It's all happening at the same time, and Kendrick has more popular records right now.
And
total
and general
from
energy.
from the same project than Drake does, without all the social media antics, right? Without all the
dating celebrities, any of the things that come with it, hosting award shows,
just making records,
and
so that makes it that much
records,
more powerful. And he hasn't come off of his brand, so that's why I would say Kendrick has that right now. But we will watch this play.
I'm just saying I'm enjoying it.
Because I'm here for it.
And by the way, and for all of you who are going to think I'm sitting here doing is rooting for Kendrick, I just enjoy seeing this happen. It's fun. I think this is a cool moment to have. And you know Drake's thinking about it. And when Drake's next project comes out,
I think any competitive artist is thinking about it. And the reason I said that Kendrick has changed the sound forever is because now we're living in a time where you do have lyrical content and radio hits at the same time, right? And in some ways, this Kendrick project made it easy for Hov to come with his 444, right? Because of what Kendrick represents, that Hov was able to come with some really, really thoughtful, inspiring content, not just club, and it's getting airplay with what Jay is doing right now. So it's very powerful. People here arguing Kendrick, Drake comparisons. Let's see here. We got Will from Brooklyn. Will.
Yo,
what do you want to say?
Yo, Rosa, man, listen, man. Yo, I love Kendrick, see? I love Kendrick. But, yo, if you listen to Jay, man, like, Jay has just been popping since day one, yo. It's like,
well, Rosenberg said that you can't compare Kendrick to Jay because Jay is already in rare
Hall of Famer.
air. He's rare air, man. He's like, you know.
All right, then, but then even at that point, though, you can't just say number one. Just say that, you know what I'm saying, right now, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying?
That's what he said.
He said that he's the hottest right now.
Yeah, but you couldn't argue, even as great as Hov's album is, and I love it, it's not going to have as many records that are playing on the radio.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah, I do. As Kendrick's album.
Because it's grown music.
Kendrick's making grown music too, bro.
Now Rosenberg's just talking out his ass.
No, I'm not. And
you got Bam and Story of OJ already on the air. That's already on the radio.
And I love those songs, but I don't.
But you haven't even got the Family Feud, and you haven't got to what's the other one?
God, and those things is just, and it's just real.
So to say, like, I think it's too soon to say what you just said.
Okay, but even so, in this moment, like you just said, Ebro, Jay was able to make that music kind of off of what Kendrick's been doing.
Well, because to make a purposeful rap album right now for the mainstream, the table's been set courtesy of Kendrick.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing that was set before. And by the way, Beho's amazing.
They've been making this music forever, though.
Not this music.
Not this.
No, not this. Not this. Not this. He's made songs like this, but he's never made an entire album like this. There's no. You can't compare this 444 album to any Jay-Z album.
And by the way, you can't call up and just literally out fanboy me. That's what he did. He was like, "You think Kendrick's good? Let me tell you, Ho's been doing this since day one."
This is my favorite. Macho.
Yo, what's up?
You say that people change the station when Kendrick comes on.
My kids, you know, I hear Rosenberg, and I'm not saying that Kendrick's not talented. As far as us in New York, that's not our first option when it comes to listening to music. We'd rather listen to Cube, Davies. Even I'd rather listen to J. Cole before Kendrick was born. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now you're just talking preference.
Yeah, you're speaking very matter-of-factly about statistics you do not have.
Oh, what a wonderful feeling. What a feeling to be winning. What a feeling.
Hip-hop
Revolution. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. Nigga, we made it. What a feeling to be winning. Fuck y'all. What a feeling to be. What a feeling to be winning. Oh, what a wonderful feeling.